The Totalitarian Medical Mafia in the Communist State of Connecticut is forcing a 17-year-old to undergo chemotherapy treatments. Cassandra C, is only known as that, is 17. She'll be 18 in less than 9 months, and her mother is behind her decision not to seek chemotherapy, but the Hospital of Children and Family Services sees otherwise. They apparently believe that it is in her best interest, and again, the lies go out that she has Hodgkin's lymphoma, that if she doesn't get the chemotherapy, she's going to die. And then doctors themselves have said, they don't know when, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years, it could never happen, yet if she doesn't get that treatment, she's at risk of death. She knows about cancer, obviously, Cassandra, and her mother is behind this. She took a couple of treatments, or at least one, and was allowed, and said that she could go with her mother, home to her mother. But then she ran away from home because she was so sickened by the cancer treatments that now she was forced into the hospital and is being force-fed chemotherapy. The courts are deciding this. It's unbelievable. The medical mafia is just absolutely outrageous. Somebody that, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. There are other cures, there are alternatives to this, but they don't even want to mention that there are alternatives. And they won't even mention that I'm sure this Connecticut teen is looking for those alternatives. And I'm going to try to see if I can get her on the air and do a broadcast with her right here in Truth Talk News is broadcast from Torrington, Connecticut. This is just another example of the medical mafia out of control. So here's the details on the story. A 17-year-old cancer patient and her mother are locked in an unprecedented battle with the Connecticut state government over the teen's right to refuse chemotherapy treatment, Fox Connecticut reported. The girl is identified only as Cassandra C in court documents, was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in September. At the time, doctors at Connecticut Medical Center recommended she receive chemotherapy. After she refused treatment with her mother's support, they got the DCF involved. Connecticut's Department of Children and Families stepped in. According to the Hartford Courant, Cassandra believes chemotherapy can cause her as much or more damage as the cancer at this point. And that's the truth. 95% of the people that get cancer and are treated with radiation and chemotherapy are dead within 5 years. These are the numbers they don't discuss. Quote unquote, she knows the long-term effects of having chemo. It gives you neuropathy. It gives you all sorts of terrible problems. Oh, but it kills the cancer. Really? Quote unquote, she knows the long-term effects of having chemo, what it does to your organs, what it does to your body. She may not be able to have children after this because it affects everything in your body. It not only kills cancer, it kills everything in your body. Cassandra's mother, Jackie Fortin, said in a video published on the Hartford Courant's website.
My daughter's refusing chemo because of the poison toxins that she does not want in her body. She knows the long-term effects of having chemo, what it does to your organs, what it does to your body. She may not be able to have children after this because it affects everything in your body. It not only kills cancer, it kills everything in your body. She knows this. This is her human rights, her human constitutional rights to not put poison in her body. Her rights have been taken away. She has been forced to put chemo in her body right now as we speak. These are her rights that have been taken away. She does not want poison in her body. And if she does want to do this and go forward with treatment with chemo somewhere down the road, that should be her decision, not the state, not the government forcing it upon her. This should be her decision whether or not what to do with her body regarding putting poison, chemo, into her body. Her rights have been taken away. She does not want this. It is not my decision, it is my daughter's decision, and I stand by her 100% whether she does chemo or whether she doesn't do chemo. This is her decision, and she's very intelligent enough to make this decision on her own. She does not want poisons in her body, and she does not want to be forced through the state or the government to force her to do such a thing. And right now, at this moment, she is being forced chemo upon her against her wish.
Cassandra was taken into temporary custody by DCF in November, and her mother was ordered to cooperate with medical care administered under the agency's supervision. Welcome to the Nazi Communist Connecticut State of Connecticut. I am completely outraged. This is becoming a common theme in America, where the government forces you to buy health insurance, they want to lie to you and say that you have to get vaccinated. It's all this medical mafia intrusion. Oh, to keep you healthy, to keep you safe. But this young lady is clearly aware of the fact that chemo is poison. And there are alternatives, many alternatives. But these alternatives are all demonized by the medical community because it would kill their cash cow, especially the FDA and their assault, and the AMA and their assault on humanity. Do you realize that medical treatment is the number 3 killer? That's right, the number 3 killer. Proper medical treatment, people that are treated with drugs that are properly prescribed and properly ingested, and proper medical procedures, is the 3rd leading cause of death in the United States. Don't listen to what they tell you on the radio. Don't listen to what they tell you. Don't even listen to what your doctor tells you. Do some research on your own. Because this is a mafia. It is a collectivist mafia. And the main purpose of putting Obamacare in and getting everybody covered was so that they can just pump you up with flu shots, pump you up with vaccines. And if you refuse chemotherapy, oh my God, that's child abuse. Let's get DCF involved. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a free country anymore. And if you let them, these collectivists who have hijacked our government, these socialists, these totalitarians, will force their will upon you. And if you willfully accept it, if you allow these collectivist New World Order scum to continue to take away our rights and tax us into oblivion and force us and mandate us to get health insurance, mandate us to get flu shots, mandate us to get vaccines, mandate us lie after lie to keep us safe from terrorism, to keep us safe from disease, you are complicit in your own enslavement. I'm Howard Nema. Watch Truth Talk News, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on truthbroadcastnetwork.com, and check out my website, howardnema.com, for information that's hard to believe, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the truth. Watch Truth Talk News live, weeknights, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on truthbroadcastnetwork.com. Subscribe to Freedom First Films and Truth Talk News live on YouTube, where news the mainstream media ignores is the top story.